Think real estate investing is only for rich people with a ton of cash? Think again. You can start with nothing, and I'm gonna prove it to you right now. What's going on? My name is Sam, and I bought $50 million worth of real estate without using any of my own money, coming from the middle class, and done over 1,600 deals all in the past 10 years. And I help normal people create financial freedom based on my experiences that I've recently had. Today, I'm going to give you the first 3 steps to invest in real estate as a newbie. I'm not gonna give you 5, I'm not gonna give you 10, because you're not gonna watch that long, and even if you do, you're not gonna be able to probably have the attention span to implement all of them. So let's just give you 3 solid steps to take today so you can start the journey of investing in real estate, because once you do that and once you fully grasp this, you will be led to a life that you did not know you could have. You're able to do what you want, when you want, and not worry about money or crypto tanking or the stock market being overpriced. You're able to have financial security and financial control if you invest in real estate the right way. And these are the first 3 things to do in order to do that. If this topic interests you at all, make sure to hit that like button. You'll see more of these types of videos from me and other great people making them. Now, I do want to warn you, these 3 steps are what it takes to be successful. They might be simple, but they are powerful. And before you scroll past them or think that there may be something that you already knew, you probably didn't already know it, or you'd be doing it. Sorry, this isn't some secret algorithm that I got from Elon Musk. These are 3 simple steps that if you actually watch this video, take some notes, and implement, you will be on the path to financial freedom through real estate, but you have to watch and you have to actually implement. Step 1, educate yourself. Now, this may go without saying, but there's a reason why you need to educate yourself. Of course, you need to have an understanding so you know what's going on, but it goes much deeper than that. If you are willing to educate yourself, you will A, have some confidence to go out and maybe take some action. If you don't know anything about real estate, you're probably not going to make a post on your local real estate investing Facebook group, talk to a friend about it, or go to a local meetup and talk to other investors. So educating yourself beyond the education will give you confidence to take the next steps that are necessary to be successful in real estate. So getting that education will allow you to have the confidence to talk to people and go to meetups and have conversations, but then also when you're having these conversations, you're able to absorb more of the conversation because you understand some simple catchphrases, you understand some simple things that are being said, and you're able to actually absorb it and soak it in rather than just pretending like you know what's going on and nodding your head so people don't ask you questions. So get some knowledge to build the confidence to go ahead and take the next steps that are necessary. I mean, you're probably not going to jump in a pool not knowing how to swim, so let's learn how to swim. There are a ton of free ways to do that. Obviously, following me here, all the free content I put out, my podcast, The FasterFreedom Show, that's on all podcast platforms, as well as all my social media on all platforms, it's education based. I have a decent following, but just know that if you follow me, you're going to get educated on investing in real estate and hopefully a little bit motivated as well. So utilize free resources that you can get on the internet, utilize AI to ask simple questions like what are the first few steps in wholesaling real estate, or how do I find deals? If you have simple questions, use AI to at least give you some reference. I also have this book that you can get on Amazon. I'll try to throw the link for it in the description, but you can just type it in. I think it's $10. I think I make $1 or $2 a book. I'm not really trying to make this a pitch fest for my stuff. I just know how much care and effort I put into myself, and I know that I do this every day more than anybody else that talks about on social media. So follow whoever you want to follow, but if you really want to do this, my book, my stuff, my podcast is going to give you more free content that's actionable than anywhere else. Bonus tip, do this with a friend, at least at first. Gain the knowledge and maybe even do some deals together to shell off some of the risk and some of the responsibilities. So go ahead and share this video with a friend right now. Step 2, find your first deal. There are several little mini steps in between step 1 and step 2. However, I want to jump to the one that's going to make the most impact, and that is find your first deal. Real estate is all about the deal. You can have everything else lined up, from the funding to the contractors to the LLC to everything, but if you don't have a deal, you don't have squat. So you need to go out and find a real estate investing deal, which means you need to find a distressed property. Stop looking through Zillow at properties that are for sale or for rent that are in great condition. That's not where you need to be looking. You need to be looking in this private shadow market called off-market or the wholesale market of real estate. They're very, very easy to find. You can go to wholesalers that their entire job is finding distressed properties. You can find these wholesalers by going to your local meetups, going to your local Facebook groups, asking other people in the area who invest. Those little 2-foot by 3-foot bayonet signs you see on the side of the road, those are wholesalers. So go to the people that are doing the deal. That would be part A, and part B inside of the step would be go to wholesalers that find the deals and go to real estate agents that find the deals. So use your network, use social media, go to meetings and networking connection places to find wholesalers and real estate agents that work with investors. Now, real estate agents deal with retail properties a majority of the time. That doesn't help you either. So you need to find the agents that understand what a real estate investing deal is and that occasionally come across distressed property. Those are two great free resources that will lead to deals if you start to make connections now. If you want to take a little bit more control of the deal flow, you can do a few things to start to get leads coming your way directly from the seller of the distressed property. One great way to do that is to utilize AI technology and a lot of the applications that are already out there. I have one called Deal Pilot where you can drive for dollars within it. You can use AI and get free skip tracing to literally say, I want to find a distressed property in this zip code that is owned free and clear, that has tax liens on it, that is in pre-foreclosure, that the owners are getting divorced. Like, that's how deep you can dive with the software that I have. So if you're willing to spend $100 a month, you can get this software and utilize AI and free skip tracing and free drive for dollars to contact these sellers that need to sell these properties. All right, let's get into step 3, and then I'm actually gonna give you a few bonus tips, which are things to not do. If you plan on flipping or buying rental properties, you eventually have to close on a deal. If you're wholesaling, which means getting your property under contract and selling it before closing, technically you don't need funding, although it's helpful to have, but any other type of real estate investing, you will need some funding. Newer investors tend to think, I don't have money, so I don't have an option. Professional investors or some with some experience understand that you can use other people's money. So there are two main types of other people's money that you need to go after. One is short-term funding for the purchase and rehab of a construction property, and the second is long-term funding if you plan to keep it as a rental. So if you want to buy the property and fix it up, whether you're going to sell it or keep it as a rental, you need that short-term funding. Two places to go for that are private money lenders and hard money lenders. I have several videos on this channel that explain both of them, but just know they will give you the money for the purchase and the rehab, so you can use little or none of your own money depending on who you use and how you structure the deal. Now, if you want to own this thing long-term, you're going to have to get into long-term funding, which is going to be a small local bank or a DSCR lender. You can find these by talking to other local investors in your area and seeing who they use, or just simply Googling small local banks or DSCR lenders near me. I'll take it even one step further for you. I have a hard money lending company and a DSCR lending company. It's called FasterFreedom Capital. I'll put a link in the description of this video, but just go to FasterFreedomCapital.com to learn more, and we will fund from the hard money side most of your purchase and all of your rehab if it's a good deal, and of course if you qualify, and we will do long-term 30-year DSCR loans. All right, let's get into some quick bonus tips of what not to do. Don't skip the learning phase. You're going to learn enough doing your first few deals and screwing up along the way, but if you don't learn a little bit beforehand, you could really sink yourself. So don't skip step 1. I know it's annoying to listen to podcasts and watch videos and read books, but you need some base level knowledge before you go take action. Number 2, don't buy without running the numbers. My very first few deals, I just tried to get as deep as I could on the purchase, but I didn't run any of the numbers or the max allowable offer formula, which is a formula that's used to buy real estate. I didn't use any of those. I just got lucky that I bought them deep enough. So make sure you're running numbers before you buy. And number 3, don't over borrow and don't over leverage yourself. Yes, you can borrow money, but do it responsibly. I went from clueless in real estate to doing 1,600 deals because I followed these 3 steps and then added about 1,000 more. But you need to start with these first 3, learn them, master them, implement them, and then you'll be able to step on the gas and do more, because you probably want financial freedom and it's not going to come from one deal, but it can come from 5 or 10, and this is the best way to get that ball rolling. Check out this video over here to learn more about real estate investing. Hit that like button if you have not, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.